locals that told us to be really careful of going in here. This is it. This is it. So you see the 12 pillars, right? Well, that's called Barakhamba. Like, you count it.
I swear I just heard something.
Yeah, I heard somebody scream. You heard that? Something
goes with it. There was a guy with us here, a local. He's just disappeared. I swear he was here like 2 minutes ago.
We were told this is the most haunted structure in this area.
That turned on.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Everything.
Welcome to Bhootbusters, a show where I, Aryaan,
And Aishwarya.
venture into some of India's most haunted locations to find evidence for ghosts or bust the bhoot once and for all. This week we head to the heart of the haunted motherland, to one of Lucknow's lesser-known demonic monuments, a 500-year-old abandoned tomb known to be a jinn ka basera, or in English, the demon's nest. Welcome to the tomb of Barakhamba. We're finally here at Barakhamba in Lucknow's Maliabad.
Yep.
We just wrapped up with two pretty frightening interviews with the locals that told us to be really careful of going in here. The village believes there are jinns and spirits in there, and we've no idea what actually awaits us.
No idea. There's pitch darkness right now. We've heard terrifying tales of what goes on inside, so we're scared.
Yeah,
Sure.
and barely any pictures of the Barakhamba online, so we really don't know what the structure is also like.
Yeah.
But I think it's time we get rolling and we explain.
We'll find out. Yeah.
We try to communicate to the jinns that are in there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
यहाँ यही है कि शाम को कोई आने की हिम्मत नहीं करता है, क्योंकि होता कुछ नहीं है मगर होता सब कुछ है। इस दुनिया में अगर इंसान हैं उतनी ही रूहें हैं, इतने ही लोग हैं, उतने ही, क्योंकि उनकी भी एक दुनिया है, एक हमारी दुनिया है, प्लेनेट है। जैसे हमारे भाई वैज्ञानिक ढूंढ ही रहे हैं दूसरा प्लेनेट, तो वैसे भी प्लेनेट है। अब कहीं सुनी है या नहीं है ये तो हमने नहीं देखा या नहीं देखा है, या मतलब एक एहसास हुआ
तो पता चला वो तबीयत ख़राब हो गई, बुखार आ गया, या उसको लगा कि उसको किसी ने धक्का दे दिया, आसपास कुछ नहीं है, थोड़ा सा आदमी गिर जाए, पीछे से यूँ आए तो हम डर जाएंगे ना, यहाँ कोई नहीं, किसी ने धक्का दिया, वो जो गया दोबारा लौट के आई ना, डर के मारे। तो ऐसे किस्से तमाम हो चुके हैं।
Although decrepit and in ruins, Barakhamba wasn't always like this. It was built in the 15th century when Mughal Raj in India was at its peak. This monument found its home in the city that till date is synonymous with Nawabs, Mughlai manners and fake queens, Lucknow. When it was built 500 years ago, the hustle and bustle was rampant. Mughlai soldiers guarded the premises and the rich and royals roamed these gardens. From its heyday to haunted, what exactly happened here?
So the one thing locals have told us before going in here is that we need to be very respectful towards the spirits in there.
Yep.
And that before going in there, we go in with a calm mind,
A clean heart,
and we
pure intentions.
And we say a sort of darkhast, a request to them, to the jinns, that
Yeah.
we are not here to harm you, and we are not here to be malevolent. Please be kind to us.
हम आपको अंदर जाने से पहले एडवाइस ये देंगे कि आप अंदर जाएं और बिल्कुल साफ मन हो आपका, और उसके बाद आप थूके ना कहीं पर और पेशाब उनके दायरे में ना करें जिससे उनको बेअदबी हो। उनको बाकी उनका ये है कि काम आप करिए, काम चाहे जैसे करिए, काम करके आप जाइए, आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कोई परेशानी नहीं, आपको कोई बुखार तक छींक तक नहीं आएगी। इनका ये कहना है जो मैंने अनुभव किया।
The locals also told us that you cannot get into the Barakhamba if the jinns don't want you in the Barakhamba. So if you do manage to get in, it means that the jinns are well aware that you're about to come.
We'll take that as a sign of approval that they want us there.
If we are able to get in, we will take that as a sign of approval.
अभी मेरे घर के पीछे एक लड़का रहता था, मुकेश नाम है, अभी शायद इंडोनेशिया में रहता है। वो बचपन में आ रहा था तो वहाँ पे सांप बन के खड़ा हो गया। जो जिन थे वो खड़े हो गए, उसको अंदर नहीं आने दिया। फिर दोबारा कोशिश की, वो फिर नहीं आने दिया। तो अब दोबारा वो आया ही नहीं आज तक यहाँ पे।
Okay, so now we are heading towards the Barakhamba, the main structure over here.
There's this janky entrance.
This
Is that it?
This is it. And so you see the 12 pillars, right? Well, that's called Barakhamba. Like, if you count it,
There are Barakhamba.
yeah, 4 on each side makes it the Barakhamba.
Usually, deaths and murders undergird any haunted place. But Barakhamba is one of those places whose very architecture is prone to hauntings. Not that murders and deaths didn't take place here, we'll get to it, but its very foundation is susceptible to the supernatural. In English, Barakhamba literally translates to 12 pillars. And these 12 pillars aren't unique to Lucknow. Several structures suffixed with Barakhamba in their name, the 12 pillars, can be found across India, much like the famous Barakhamba in Delhi. But the number 12 isn't a coincidence. It's a recipe for myths, miracles, and good old ghosts. This obsession with the number 12 can be viewed across Mughlai history and can trace its roots back to Judaism and other Abrahamic religions. The Mughals viewed it as a mystical number, and for good reason.
Aishwarya, there are 12 lunar months, 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night, 12 apostles in the Bible, 12 sequels of the Fast and Furious franchising. The number 12 just keeps popping
Never
up.
leave you alone.
Yeah.
No, and I think something interesting with number 12 is that number 12's purity and piety is the reason number 13 is considered to be evil. So you'll see that often in India, we'll have buildings where we'll have a 13th building, but it just wouldn't be called the 13th building.
Or the 13th floor
the
isn't
13th
there.
floor in an elevator, we don't have those.
Yeah.
And that's because the number 12 is considered so pure and pious and holy and complete that the next number after that, 13, is considered evil.
We should go to the 13th floor of a haunted building in
Try to-
Mumbai.
Yeah, absolutely.
The story of this number dates all the way back to Moses. In the Exodus, it is said that God commanded Moses to build an altar of 12 pillars for sacrifices at Mount Sinai. The 12 pillars of the altar came to represent the 12 tribes of Israel. The number has since found its way with conspiracy theorists, spiritualists, and yours truly, ghost hunters. Wherever in India you find a Barakhamba, you will find haunted stories related to it. This Barakhamba is no different. Except, buried under this centuries-old structure is the tomb of Shamir Khan, the erstwhile governor of Awadh.
So let's take out the REM pod. Let's try to talk to Shamir Khan. They also say the jinns are in this area.
Okay.
Um,
Under this structure.
Under this structure.
Yeah.
And you can't see them, but they're there. And so I think let's take out the REM pod.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because even if we can't see them, perhaps they can communicate to us with the REM
Yeah.
pod.
The REM pod produces an electromagnetic field around it and detects fluctuations in ambient temperature. When something moves close to the REM pod, it indicates its presence by blinking its 4 LED lights and beeping.
So I'm placing the REM pod on top of the tomb. That's what, so it's working. Something goes close to this. This is how it'll go off. Shamir Khan, or if any of the jinns here, can you go close to the REM pod?
Give us a sign that you're here. Like we were told to tell you, we have no bad intentions. We're here just to talk and do our work.
And we would really love to.
Yeah,
a
and our
chance
work
to
is to
meet
try
you.
and communicate
We've
with
been
you.
told you are like good spirits, and that's a sigh of relief compared to all the other places
Yep.
we've covered and we will cover. So we would actually love to meet you.
Yeah.
And if you're here, can you please go close to the REM pod to show us if you are here?
Flail your disembodied arms above the REM pod. Move a little bit. Come close to it.
Just the way I did, just close to it and the lights will go off. There's that small device there. Just walk up to it. I do think, we're talking in English.
Maybe we should try talking in Hindi.
Yeah, but is that something that matters to ghosts? Like,
I don't know. Did Shamir Khan talk in Hindi though?
Yeah.
Like, was it pure Hindi that he spoke?
yeah. Like if you go to, like if there's a colonial ghost and you be talking our Gen Z English,
Yeah, they probably won't get
would
it.
that, like it's not Victorian English, would that
Right.
make sense? So like to them, even if we speak in Hindi, would it make sense? Because our Hindi is so diluted by now.
So Shamir Khan, on that note, if you can tell we're talking but you don't understand us,
Pointing there, Shamir
Yeah.
Khan,
there.
would you go there?
As his troops were resting, the enemy attacked, massacring several of Sher Shah Suri's soldiers. The next day, before embarking for revenge, the corpses of the dead Suri soldiers were buried right here in the grounds of the Barakhamba itself. Centuries later, these souls of the slain soldiers still lurk here. Locals report loud howls and cries coming from this palace at night. These are rumored to be angry spirits, hungry for revenge. This is one of the reasons why demonic activity is reported here. Since the REM pod failed to reveal anything, we brought the spirit box to see for ourselves if there is any truth to the local legends, whether slain soldiers of Sher Shah Suri's army or the ghost of the governor of Awadh, Shamir Khan, still lurk here. The spirit box sweeps across several radio frequencies per second, which can be used by spirits to cope the physical world. When we ask the spirits questions, they can manipulate the white noise to answer us.
Now we have the spirit box out. Spirits in here, jinns in here. These are radio frequencies. If you want to say something to us, you can communicate via the spirit box. Is there anybody here with us? Are there jinns here?
Shamir Khan.
Can you tell us what your name is?
Are you in here, Shamir Khan, your sons, the spirits of those who died here? Are any of you here?
That was a yes.
That sounded like a yes. Are any of you here?
That was a yes.
That sounded like a yes. Are any of you here?
That was a yes.
That sounded like a yes.
My thing
I
is,
swear
would
that sounded
Shamir
like
Khan
a
know
yes.
English? Would he say, yeah, I heard a yes.
I don't know.
I heard a yes.
Say that again,
What's
Shamir
your name?
Khan.
I heard Shamir Khan. What's your name? आपका नाम क्या है? Shamir. I heard Shamir. आपका नाम क्या है? Shamir. I heard Shamir. आपका नाम क्या है? Shamir. I swear I heard Shamir. आपका नाम क्या है? What's your name?
Okay. That didn't sound like Shamir.
No. Do you like us being here?
In fact, due to the heightened activity, locals say this is a jinn ka basera, or a demon's nest. This brings us to jinns. All of you know what a jinn is. Even if you don't know, you actually know it.
Aishwarya, we have our own little in-house magic kettle. You know, when
Sure.
I rub this, we have our in-house genie prop up.
Sure.
If that genie came up and granted you 3 wishes, what would you ask for?
I think firstly that all of our current viewers go and like, share, subscribe and comment on
Yeah,
this video and
absolutely.
to the channel in general.
As one does.
But as one does, naturally. But other than that, I don't know. I'm going to have to put some thought into that.
I have a feeling I'm the kind of annoying guy that would say 3 more wishes. Ask for that.
I'm gonna walk out,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. So
You're one of
but-
those people.
But unlike our friendly in-house Bhootbuster genie,
Right.
the jinns at Barakhamba aren't necessarily friendly. You see, the word genie comes from the plural jinni,
Okay.
the singular being jinn. Jinn being a ghost, a spirit in Islam. While our in-house genie might be friendly, the jinns in Barakhamba are far from that. They are said to be demonic entities awaiting a living soul to enter their nest so they can latch onto their bodies and rejoin the physical realm. Locals absolutely do not go here at night and warned us very clearly from going here. However, we needed the adrenaline and the views.
तो पूरी फैमिली उनके साथ में आपके खाना पकाने वाले भी होते थे, बाल काटने वाले भी होते थे, मतलब हर चीज़ उनके साथ में होती थी, औरतें भी होती थे, आदमी भी होते थे, पूरी फैमिली लेके वो लोग चलते थे। और कभी यहाँ पे उस तरह की फैमिली हुई होगी, क्योंकि मकबरा बनने में काफ़ी वक्त लगता है। मस्जिद उसमें बनी अधूरी है, टूट गई है, पहले बनी होगी तो पूरी कंप्लीट होगी। तो इस तरह कहानी है, वो जो लोग थे कोई आए उसमें जो ख़त्म हो गए, उनका यहाँ मकबरा बन गया। ये कहानी यहाँ की।
टनल अंदर अंदर है, पानी का सब स्रोत था। ये यहाँ से 4 किलोमीटर की एरिया में पूरा बाराखंबे का महल था। कहते हैं कि यहाँ पे कभी परियां थीं जो रात में ही निकलती थी उस टनल में, क्योंकि हम यहाँ उस बावली में जब गए थे जब वहाँ पे पानी था, और हम रहे होंगे 8 साल से। एडवेंचर करने का शौक़ था, साइकिलिंग करने का शौक़ था, तो 5-6 लोगों के साथ जाते थे, तो डर बहुत लगता था। मगर वहाँ पे एक समय में पानी का ये पता नहीं चल पाया कि किधर से आता है, और वो बहता था।
Once we were done shooting at the Barakhamba, our director, who doesn't get easily scared, revealed something he felt that frightened the whole crew.
So, our director Shakthi, right before we were about to enter Barakhamba, he immediately experienced lightheadedness,
Yep.
saying some sort of an anxiety, and it was kind of related also to
The stories we were hearing, yeah.
He just shared with us that as soon as we entered the premises, it just went away.
Yeah.
The breathing got easier. He was no longer lightheaded. And we did make it, so by the logic of the locals, we are welcomed here.
Right.
In some respects. And it kind of freaked me out when he said he's feeling anxiety. But it's reassuring that he's
Maybe they are
not
good
as lightheaded.
jinns.
And he can operate the camera well.
And not fall with the camera.
In her book, Islam, Arabs and the Intelligent World of the Jinn, Amira Al-Zain writes, quote, "The Arabs of pre-Islam invented a whole set of exorcism procedures to protect themselves from the evil actions of the jinn on their bodies and minds, such as the use of beads, incense, bones, salt, and charms written in Arabic, Hebrew, and Syriac, or the hanging around their necks of a dead animal's teeth, such as a fox or a cat, to frighten the jinn and keep them away." End quote. We have none of these at our disposal.
Something else the locals mentioned was like we've all grown up seeing so much graffiti on the walls of Indian monuments. The locals mentioned that people whose names stand as graffiti on these monuments actually have faced dire consequences. They've been sick for ages. They've been sick after they've done this.
Yeah. What we've been told is that if you disrespect,
Yes, which is in the form of this graffiti as well.
vandalism,
Yeah.
somebody named Tofel, I've been told that there's a graffiti of his name. That man has been sick ever since he did that. And there are other names written in there. I think Rakesh, a certain person. And the locals say these people have
They've had misfortune, they've never recovered.
never really recovered.
Wouldn't want to be Rakesh.
लॉकअप बोल दिया गया। अब जैसे एक्शन हुआ, एक्शन के बाद सामने तो कोई बुजुर्ग गुजर गए, सामने से कोई निकल गया, तो डायरेक्टर ने कहा कट, तो कहा लॉकअप बोला था, अपनी टीम को डांटा उन्हीं ने, कहने सर लॉकअप था, कोई नहीं निकला। सर कैमरे सामने से निकला है, कह सर कोई नहीं निकला, जबकि मॉनिटर पे वो दिख गया तो कोई ना कोई निकला था, लेकिन वो हमारे बुजुर्ग साहब थे। वो चीज़ को ज़्यादा लोगों के बीच में बताया नहीं गया था उस वक्त, क्योंकि लोग डर जाते, और आराम से सब लोगों ने साफ़ सुथरेपन से काम किया, दुआ मांग के, और पूरी शूटिंग कंप्लीट करी। अक्सर शूटिंग हुआ करती है, अभी आपके गदर 2 की हुई, कोई परेशानी नहीं हुई।
We next head to the main structure here, the Maqbara or the main tomb. According to a 1991 report published by the Archaeological Survey of India, the tomb was built in 1567 by one of Awadh's first governors, Shamir Khan. Unlike other tombs from the Mughal period that have a romantic story associated with them or are tributes to kings, the story of this tomb is one of tragedy. Buried here are 2 corpses. These are the 2 sons of Shamir Khan, who died as youths. The Persian inscriptions here reveal that the 2 boys had an untimely death, one that their father mourned forever. In addition to the jinns here, the ghosts of these two brothers can be heard laughing and playing with each other.
Aishwarya, ghosts of kids and clowns. I just
Terrifying.
can't. Like the most terrifying, if there was a scale of terrifying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the most scary ghost would be of a kid who was an aspiring clown.
Costume.
Yeah.
And I think Stephen King capitalized
Oh,
on
yeah,
that fear with his combination in it.
It's true, that's what he did.
Yeah, it's a coming together of people's two worst fears. There's something about children, the laughing of children and clowns.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it's honestly like I'm in Rome or something where these ruins are everywhere and
Yeah.
can't believe this is not a protected site, you know. This is gorgeous, this is scary.
This is a haunted building if I ever came
This
up with
is a
one.
haunting building if there was any. Wow.
All right.
So I think we take out the Maglite.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right as we were setting up the Maglite, we heard what sounded like shouts coming from nearby, even though there was no one around us for miles.
I swear I just heard something.
Yeah, I heard somebody scream.
Is it going off?
I just saw someone scream.
Is it going off?
I just saw someone scream.
And the EMF went off. Right when that
That's-
happened, it's just, I think it was close to the Zoom recorder, that's why it went off.
I hope we caught that.
Let me-
It
yeah,
was
let me
plain
try
as
again
day.
if it
I
goes
heard
off.
someone scream.
It was the Zoom recorder.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Maglite is a torch that can be manipulated to turn on and off without physical contact and used to communicate with the paranormal world. Spirits can answer questions by coming close to the light and switching it on or off.
Is there any spirit here? Turn off that light.
Okay. Do you want us here? Is it okay that we are here?
If so, turn off the light.
I'll take that as a yes. I guess.
If the spirits here are good spirits, turn off the light. If the spirits here are evil spirits, turn off the light.
Okay.
I have goosebumps.
I have chills.
But it's not going. Like, I don't take that as.
It's going more than it did for the other question. Okay.
If you're related to Samir Khan or Sher Shah Suri, turn off this light. If you're one of Sher Shah Suri's soldiers, turn off the light. This man.
Oh my god.
Like it's similar things have happened in other locations I visited where the spirit we are calling doesn't necessarily answer, but like when you say, "Is there a spirit here?"
A different one
yeah,
answers.
So like
Yeah.
okay, let's. If there is a spirit here, turn off the light.
Okay. Yeah. I take that as a yes. I take that as a yes. 100%.
You wanna bring out the REM pod?
I'll do that.
We heard a weird hissing sound coming from outside the structure, but when we went out to see what it was, we realized Kallu Bhai was missing.
There was a guy with us here, a local. He's just disappeared. I swear he was here like 2 minutes ago, and he's not here anymore. He came close to me, he pointed out a bug on the floor, and then he fucking disappeared.
Hello, bhai. He's not there.
No, he went that way only towards the car.
कल्लू भाई आएंगे अब चले बताया ही नहीं हम आपको ढूंढने लगे
नहीं हमने कहा डिस्कस कर लिया तक आते हैं
हाँ हाँ वो कैमरा का सेटिंग देख रहे थे आपने हमें डरा दिया
हमने क्या डरा दिया
अब थे ही नहीं जिन आपको उठा के ले गए Now we've left the maqbara, but the maqbara isn't over.
No.
So
There's another floor.
jinns are supposed to be detected in this little space you see here. And we can go in. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. There's spiders here. I'm gonna go in. You guys get me? I'm right here. So, they say the jinns come and clean this area just on their own. So whenever they come in the morning, they find the bricks laid properly, and yeah, I think it goes back to the jinns being good jinns.
And loving the space that's theirs.
Hey, we're gonna take the Maglite out here. On the Maglite. Aishwarya, what would you like to ask the jinns? Oh, just went off.
Alright, so was that a sign that you don't want us in here? We know that you clean this space. We
Turn
know
the
that
light
you love
on
this
if you.
space. Turn the light on if that meant that you want us out.
Okay, that's nice. That's very,
Good to
very.
know. Good to know the good jinns like
Would you
us.
like it if we sort of turn on the light if you would like us to reassemble some of the rocks like you guys do?
And help you all out
Help
with
you
your
out with the sort of.
chores.
Alright, I mean, we can clean out the packets.
That's scary.
I mean, you know, we can clean stuff if that's what.
Okay.
Turn on the light if you are good jinns. That's what the locals keep saying. You're good jinns. So turn on the lights.
If you think you're good jinns.
Or if you're good presences. They're also called jinn. Oh my god, this is working.
At least you think you're good jinns.
Turn off the light if there is. Okay, if there is.
Okay.
There is. Turn on the light if there is any demonic entity in the premises of the Barakhamba. Any demonic entity. Turn the light on. Oh, that's so reassuring.
When the Maglite didn't respond to our question about demonic entities, we felt quite relieved. But it was only when we reviewed the footage days later that we realized the Maglite in Aryaan's pocket did in fact turn on when we asked about the presence of demons.
Turn on the light if there is any demonic entity in the premises of the Barakhamba. Any demonic entity. Turn the light on. Oh, that's so reassuring. Turn the light on if you like people visiting this place. Barely anybody comes to. People don't even know if it's not even a protected site. Okay.
Aww.
Are you the jinns of Sher Shah Suri's soldiers? Turn the light off if you are. Oh my god.
Are you still waiting to take revenge for what happened to you that one night? Turn the light on if you're still waiting to take revenge for the way your army was massacred and killed.
Once again, the Maglite in my pocket erratically turned on and off without me even realizing.
Turn the light on if you're still waiting to take revenge for the way your army was massacred and killed. And keep it off if I guess you're at peace.
Is there a Maglite in your pocket?
No.
Because something in your pocket just turned on. The other pocket. The other leg. Yeah. What is that?
Oh my god.
That turned on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have it in the
Oh my
camera
god.
as well.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
scary.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The light in my pocket is going off. It's not even. Holy shit. It's just. Can you guys get it?
I got it.
Do you see it on the camera? No. Oh my. I have goosebumps. Oh my. Are you guys getting this? This just went. This was not even on. This is.
Yeah, this light was off.
This light was off. This light was off.
Alright.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
I mean, I don't know what to say. This is. The light in my pocket was off.
I turned it off. That was my light. I remember.
Because we replaced that light in one of the previous Maglite sequences going, it's not working. So I said, okay, let's use a different Maglite, and well, it did
That
work.
was terrifying.
clearly was working. Oh my god.
Alright.
Another area of this complex with documented supernatural activity is a crumbling building. At first glance, it is an ordinary building, only to realize that it is actually a mosque. Dilapidated holy ruins across the world tend to be zones of reported demonic activity. Unlike regular ghosts, demons thrive on insulting the holy. A church, temple, or mosque in ruins provides perfect fodder for such entities. Most of the locals in this area of Lucknow are Muslims and very clearly warn you not to go in because of this. Like I said, we need reviews.
Coming down from the 90-degree stairs.
Oh my god, I'll stay back. They say there's a treasure buried under this structure. They've had tantrics or, sort of practitioners of magic and try to come and detect the treasure and bring out the treasure using spells. And it's not worked out, but the locals often report that tantrics come here to try and excavate the treasure that's said to be buried. Connects to a tunnel, which is connected to a stepwell, a bauli that is somewhere in the forest.
Okay.
It's been locked off, and we'll try finding it later and venturing into the forest. But for now, we will head to perhaps the scariest part of this.
Yeah.
It's the decrepit mosque. One of the people on our team just went close to the mosque and came back reporting goosebumps.
Yeah. I
Immediately.
feel them too.
Yeah, I got goosebumps because he said he has goosebumps, which is not necessarily evidence for ghosts, but it does look like a scary,
Yeah.
really scary place. And just something about churches and temples and anything in ruins. And it's what was supposed to be holy.
Yeah.
And the locals call it Jinn Sahab, Mr. Jinn, but they live there. And that's where we're going to venture in.
Yeah.
They say that the Jinn Sahab there, they pray there, they do their own namaz there. Even though the mosque is in ruins, these entities are taking care of it. Sure, you're braving your way through.
I'm trying. There's no easy way to do this.
She's so inappropriately dressed for shrubs. With those, her Converse are probably 7-8 years old. They stink. She refuses to buy a new pair.
Okay,
Her ankles are exposed. And I think this is, if anything, the Barakhamba does is teaches you to buy a new pair of shoes. I'll buy you a new pair of shoes. That's a lie.
My shoes are amazing.
Ouch. Be careful. Watch your steps. Yeah, but I don't think that's on tape.
Alright, so we're now here at the edge of what was once a mosque with our laser beam. And the point of the laser is that if there's any movement at all out in this field, something like that, we see that as a break in the laser light. So we're projecting the laser out into what looks like a forest. There's a bunch of trees and shrubs and woods out here. And so if there is any kind of movement, we should be able to catch it with this laser light. So let's see if we can try and get something to move and communicate with us that way. So is something out here? Are you here reading your namaz, probably going back from it or coming to it?
Jinn Sahab, if you're here, can we see you? The locals speak very fondly of you.
People seem to love you. You have high morals and standards for who can enter your space. And we love that.
In fact, speaking of moral standards, this name written here, Tafel. We were told that this particular person has been sick for God knows how long for vandalizing that.
Yep, love to see it.
And yeah, he was the person who did that, whose name is there, was possessed. And so folks like that are not something Mr. Jinn Sahab allows in here. So Jinn
Yeah.
Sahab, if you're here, making sure we are not littering, please make yourself known.
Any kind of movement? I don't think there's anyone. Not anyone who wants to show themselves to us anyway.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you're told this is the most haunted structure in this area,
Yeah.
and we didn't find anything. But the walk up here was definitely one of the scariest
Terrifying.
bits. But what's above the ground is not all there is to this haunted place. There's a part of the Barakhamba invisible to the naked eye. It's a secret underground tunnel that extends all the way to an ancient stepwell, also known as a baoli, in the vicinity. Locals claim this tunnel was a portal for evil spirits and jinns that protected a treasure buried underneath, so they covered it from both the ends. However, the underground tunnel still exists somewhere in the forest, and we'll try finding this ourselves. So we just finished the entire premises of the Barakhamba trying to communicate with spirits. It's probably
With Jinn Sahab.
with Jinn Sahab, a
Yeah.
pretty eerie place. Now we're in the middle of the forest and we're heading towards the bauli, the step well. And they say there's a tunnel that connected the step well to the Barakhamba, but over time it itself closed. Or some say the villagers, they closed it. Oh, there's a big spider web. Watch yourself.
Jeez. That's the biggest spider
Watch
web I've ever
yourself.
seen.
That was... You owe me. I mean, you owe me.
Guys,
Yeah.
this is really scary.
This is in the middle of the forest,
This is
guys,
in the
but-
middle of nowhere. There's like barren land for as
Yeah.
far as my eye can see. My nightmare is seeing someone standing in the distance right now.
The thing with the stepwell is it was closed down, right, Aishwarya?
Yeah.
And some say it's because that was a portal for jinns, for demonic entities.
Oh,
Not
the
necessarily the
tunnel.
good kind of jinns that
Alright.
Jinn Saab has been.
Yeah.
We felt like welcome customers in his abode.
Yeah.
But we're trying to look for that stepwell. Even though the tunnel is closed and the stepwell is not functional, it's still there in the forest. And we've been told that if we keep walking, there's a good chance we come across it. So we're taking our chances.
Also in the hopes that on our walk there, we'll run into Jinn Sahab or one of his acquaintances.
I really want to meet Jinn Saab.
I know, me too. He sounds like,
Like-
a sweetie.
Yeah, as opposed I was to meeting like Begum Vilayat or some of the other
I
ghosts in
know,
our
I
previous
know.
episodes.
Yeah, agreed.
This is like, he's giving me Casper vibes, like Desi Casper. Yep, that
Spider
was
web.
definitely a
Spider web.
Yep.
It's still stuck.
It's still stuck.
Is it gone? Is there a spider on me?
No.
This is like that scene from Raz, the first ever Raz with Bipasha Basu, where she's lost in the woods.
Oh my god, yeah.
This is terrifying. This is the most scared I've been while
This is
we've been
cabin
here.
fever right here. There are big trees. This is, I feel like I am in a horror movie. It's Malihabad, the city we're in.
Yeah.
It's known for mangoes. So all the famous variety of mangoes that we have, the Shera especially,
Okay.
that Indians feast and love. Was actually introduced here by the Mughals that really loved it. And so
Oh,
Malihabad is
interesting.
the largest producer of all kinds of varieties of mangoes. In fact, India's mango man, there's this man, this farmer who's known for raising this crop. He lives in Malihabad. So this is apart from Mr. Jinn Saab, mangoes.
This is also Mango Town.
Mangoes are
How
a
nice.
delicacy here. Walking for God knows how long, God knows where.
Yeah, my feet are a little sore, but
This is the
this is
stepwell.
what we came here for. The most terrifying structure of all terrifying structures.
If there's any demonic entity here with me, make yourself known. I'd love to meet you. Not so much, but I'd appreciate it. Jinn Saab, if you're here, I'd love to meet you as well. Locals told us that this used to be a portal for demonic entities, jinns that weren't pleasant. Right there, that used to be a portal. And as you see, that's now closed off. So, this entire thing, this was known for jinns just harboring this and going from here to the Barakhamba. Clearly been closed off now. If there's anybody here with me, Can I see you? It's all clear, guys. Nothing here. Oh, I heard something. Like something fell into the water here. Could have been anything. Right. Yep. All clear now.
That's terrifying to me. Off the Bauli to a completely different location than the one Aryaan went to. This one's actually really scary, you guys. Okay. Look at that. And if you look down, there is just water. Alright. If there's someone here, please make a noise. Please try and communicate. Give me any kind of sign that you're here. It's scary to be here alone. But you seem nice so far. So if you did give me a sign, I don't think I would be totally freaked out. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe I'm just rambling on. This is a portal, which it looks like one. Prove it to me. Otherwise I won't believe you. And that's a hit to your ego, and you don't like that. So.
Aishwarya, should we turn off all the lights?
Yeah.
It's alone dark in there.
Yeah, go for it.
We turn off the torch as well.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, the team turned all of their lights off, so it's pitch dark in here. I'm just waiting to see something. Let's see. Someone in here. Are you like hanging upside down? No. You're not here. You're too scared to show yourself, which is fine. I think we're done.
Yeah, we're missing you.
Whoever's in here doesn't want to show themselves. And my butt has too much sand on it now.
Yeah. Your butt has a lot of other things on it.
Yes, thorns, sand. A bunch of flora and fauna found itself there.
Nothing here, huh?
Nothing.
So much for a portal for demons.
Not much portaling going
Yeah.
on. Alright,
That's it from the Bauli.
let's go back up.
From demons to angels to jinns, Jinn Sahab, and paris
To mosques, to Baulis.
to mangoes, this place had it all. It's a horror fanatics dream / nightmare come true.
Yeah.
And we loved being here. We kind of disappointed Jinn Sahab didn't really show up.
He didn't show himself as explicitly as we wanted him to, but I think there was a lot of action going on back there with all of the Maglites and with all of the screens
Yeah.
coming through. I think there was quite a bit that we actually got from him. But it wasn't, no, I don't think I'm fully convinced that Jinn Sahab does
Yeah.
live here.
In the last episode, we had the batometer,
Yeah.
which went from 0 to 10 to determine how spooky. What's the likelihood there is a supernatural presence
Yeah.
there? I think appropriate to Jinn Sahab as a note to him. We use the jinnometer here.
All right.
What are your thoughts on a jinnometer? What would you give the Barakhamba and why?
I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this place a 6 jinns out of 10. And I think it comes down to what all of our team felt, the headaches that everyone felt, the eerie feelings, the goosebumps, 2 team members feeling goosebumps, 2 feeling lightheaded.
Yeah.
The scream that I know I for sure heard, the Maglite I know I for sure turned off, that was then turned on in
Yeah.
your pocket. Everything all in all combined. Spooky, but not terrifying to the point where I'm convinced there are spirits here. So I think it gets a 6
It
from
gets
me.
6 from you?
Yeah.
It gets a 6 from me simply because our crew that tries to act very brave and has done so for the previous episodes got a headache.
Yeah.
And that to me is all of them, one after the other, 3 of them got dizzy and similar symptomatology.
Yeah.
So I go, there is something awry, or they're just weak and it's been a facade of strength they've been putting forward for so long.
Yeah.
But apart from that, as I wanted to meet Jin Saab, he wasn't there. The Maglites did scare me.
Yeah.
But yeah, nevertheless, this place, the people here, the locals have been great.
They've been
in
amazing.
sharing
Shout out
their
to everyone
stories,
that helped.
in
Yeah.
being so welcoming.
Absolutely.
But I guess it's until next time,
Until next time, indeed.
we meet other jinns in
And
other
hope
places
they're scarier.
and hope they show themselves.
Hope they show themselves. If you like what we do here at Desi Studios and absolutely love what we're wearing today, this is merch you can go buy all for yourself.
You can buy this Desi Crime merch in our YouTube store on the link down below at Karak Merch. Keep the engines at Desi Studios rolling so we can pay our videographer right behind the camera to make these amazing episodes just for you.